We bought 17 dead Mopars, 2,300 miles away, part 3. This part isn't going to be entirely what I wanted it to be. I was really hoping to get into unloading some parts and kind of going over some of that. However, due to prior commitments and the weather that we've been having, we haven't been able to unload much. Back to those prior commitments, I mentioned early on that I had to go buy some more vehicles. As soon as we got home, I did that. We bought 8 more vehicles, 7 trucks, and a Chrysler New Yorker. Some of those trucks in the video I posted just before this one are some of them. They're being parted out. Anyway, so I'm gonna just kind of show you guys the drive home, unloading the transport trucks, and probably going to do a little bit more of an introduction on the black Roadrunner so you guys can kind of see what it is, hear what it is, etc. So enjoy. Well, we're in day 10 of this trip, and we've made a ton of headway. And there's just so many parts. We cannot get all of them. This 2 enclosed trailers full. We filled every one of the cars that are on the 2 transport trucks as full as we could. We had to buy this 26-foot box truck, which we've got a lot of stuff in. And all of this still to go. And I think we're all just a little bit overwhelmed. It's pretty much all Mopar, like 99.9%. There are a few things like that Corvette hood, and we found a few Mustang things. Boy, did we bite off a lot. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take everything. So we're pulling out the good stuff that we can take and leaving the rest. Some doors back there we're going to leave, and some other stuff, those Charger bumpers, and lots of seats, lots of trim left. It's just hard to take in how much stuff was here in this collection. Granted, this was a 30-year collection, and he parted out a lot of cars, and there's just so much stuff. It's ridiculous. But we will be listing a ton of stuff for sale on eBay and on forums, or Facebook Marketplace probably, but mostly on eBay under DD Auto Salvage. Anyway, enjoy. We've got what we came to get. Holy cow. Way different than it was 2 weeks ago. We're on the road. The box truck with 1 enclosed trailer and us with another enclosed trailer. Hopefully we make it in 3 days. Here we are crossing the Hudson River on the Rhinecliff Bridge. Oh, it's gonna be nice to get home in 3 days. So these are really cool. These were on Scat Pack cars. So like the high performance Dodge cars. 1968 to 1971, I believe, are the years they put these. There was a left and a right, or passenger and driver side. So likely these windows at one point were either in a 71 Charger RT or Super B, as they are original Scat Pack stickers. Really cool little tidbits here. That B is just such a cool little guy. Well, it's 6:45 in the morning. We're just outside of Akron, Ohio, heading westbound, hoping to make it into Nebraska today. We'll see though. As you can see, there's 2 trucks and trailers behind us. The 2 transport trucks are supposed to meet us Monday morning, and Logan, Utah. Hopefully we'll be there. Really a long journey home. We're still in Iowa, just about to Nebraska though. Just under 1,000 miles home. We're trying to make it today. I've got to get the video of the cars coming and being unloaded tomorrow, so I don't know that we really have a choice. Hopefully everything goes smooth today. Yesterday we did have an issue with the hitch on the box truck, and luckily we found a farmer in Illinois that was able to patch us up and get us back on the road for a while. So anyway, hoping tomorrow we will be home and get all the cars unloaded. Both transport trucks are supposed to be at the yard like late morning. I'm excited. See you then. Well, here we are on I-80 in the western part of Nebraska. Oh, about 85-90 miles from the Wyoming border, and the International's having a few little problems, but we're getting it taken care of and we'll be good and back on the road shortly, I hope. Hey everybody, we made it to Utah this morning, and look at this coming down the road right here. There they are.
Trunk lid.
Had to use the Viper chase truck, come down the road and follow them in. How awesome is that? You can't tell me this is not one of the coolest Mopar sights you've ever seen. Oh, so exciting. So much work. Ed We've accomplished it. We're here in Utah. It took us so many hours and days to drive home. I had 3 hours of sleep last night in Wyoming. It hauled us home so we could be here for this. Look how cool this is. I can't even tell you how excited I am. These guys have been amazing to do this transportation and be so accommodating to us. Worked hard to get all this stuff here. Seriously, if you guys need anything transported, Ace Auto Choice in Preston, Idaho. Now to get them unloaded. Fresh off the truck. All of them are here in Utah at the salvage yard, DD Auto Salvage. Most of these cars will be sold as projects. There's a few that are pretty much just parts cars. So we'll just be selling parts off of them. But they're here. I mean, that's been so much work, and I'm just glad to finally have them all here to where we can start sorting everything, getting all the parts listed, all the cars listed. It's really been an incredible adventure. A lot more work than most people would expect, I would assume. But watch for them to be listed shortly. I will post videos here on YouTube as they get listed, like just whole overall videos of each car that we sell, so you can see what they are and what they aren't. But anyway, sure is interesting to see them in a different place than New York. Okay, everybody, so this is the 1972 Roadrunner that we're going to build here on the channel. I know you guys have already seen it. You're probably halfway tired of hearing about it, but I want to kind of go over what the plan is, what the car is, and what makes it special. So first off, it's a 1972 Roadrunner 400 3-speed. Approximately 1,430 of these were ever made. This one also, according to the build sheet, is a Y14 car, which means it was special ordered. It was ordered black with black interior, striped elite, and it had 15-inch rally wheels, which is pretty cool. I'm going to just kind of leave it ratty for now, and I'm going to add a few things. I do have a 1971 gull wing for it. I've got chin spoilers for it. I've got proper hood pins. It's going to be pretty cool. I also think that I'm going to use the 15-inch Fenton RT wheels that I currently have on my truck that we call Gramps. I think they're going to look just right on this car. Eventually, if I ever do a proper restoration, it will go black on black again, just because that's so cool. And black really wasn't used that often on the muscle cars. So really fairly low production on this color and this car. As of drivetrain, I'm not going to put a 3-speed back in it. We've got a 4-speed. I've got a pistol grip for it. The correct one, which I've just found out, since this is a bench seat 4-speed car, it actually used a different floor, a different hump, and a different shifter than the bucket seat 4-speed cars. I did not know that until someone just recently told me that on Facebook. So kind of cool that they did so much different things just for a bench seat versus buckets. And that being said, bench seat is still in it and it's going to stay that way. I really like bench seat 4-speeds. It's pretty cool and unique. This car also, the taillights on this car have grown on me so much. I didn't used to like them, and I don't know why. They just look so good. And I think it's going to be awesome. I've got slotted exhaust tips for it, so I've got to get the correct balance with the little cutouts for it. But with the slotted exhaust tips and those taillights and that gull wing, I think it's going to just look choice. Definitely has dents and dings along with that rust. I sprayed it off, and watching all that moss come off of it was really pretty cool. Somewhat satisfying in a way. And it's funny because I found out that hood, I always thought it might be white, but it actually is white after you spray all that crap off. So that's kind of cool. I do want to paint the hood, try to make it match the rest of the car as good as possible. I mean, it's going to be hard to do a flat black with red and yellow showing through, but we'll do our best. This grill also, after I cleaned it up, I just think it's so cool. That Roadrunner emblem, how it just looks like it's just sitting right there on the grill. Just a really cool little detail that Plymouth did back in 1972. And that is a 1972 Roadrunner only grill. They're very hard to find. I have seen that they are reproducing them now, so that's really cool for all the 72 Roadrunner guys, because they're super hard to get. Those grills used to run like $2,000 just by themselves. Another cool thing, it's got the painted sport mirrors instead of chrome. I mean, overall, this car was just a neat car when it was new. Black on black, bench seat, 3-speed, big block, rallies. Someone went in with an idea, and they did a really good job. Anyway, I look forward to building this car and showing you guys different progression and everything on it. I hope you enjoyed this whole trip to New York and back. Watch for a whole bunch more videos coming from that as far as the cars and the parts and everything. So be sure to like and subscribe. Please give me your input on how you would like to see my videos. I've already heard a whole bunch of stuff about the music on part 2, and I'm actually 100% in agreement. It didn't turn out how I planned on it, and it's not going to happen again. So thank you for that input. Also, I do have stuff listed on eBay at dd_auto_salvage. The link will be here in the description as well as the page description. I want to thank everybody that helped. The transport company, also their phone number and information is in the description. Dan did an amazing job. They were so accommodating and helped us out. I don't know of another transport company in the world that would do what they did. And they were very fair priced. Thank you so much to them. Thank you to DD Auto Salvage for everything. This has been an amazing adventure for all of us that went and had anything to do with it. Dean and Stuart, you guys are awesome. Larry, Beth, thanks for being so accommodating in New York. We really appreciate everything. Anyway, again, hope you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. And watch for a lot more content coming. Lots of big ideas and plans for the future. And hope you guys all stick around. Thanks.